Hello everyone, my name is Chetan. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks a lot for the positive response on my previous videos. For those who missed it, links are in the description box below. Today, we are going to take a look at the S20 Ultra. Yeah, not Pro, not Pro Max, neither Alpha. Samsung decided to name it Ultra. Now, in order to justify this name Ultra, this phone packs the most outrageous specs you have ever seen. Speaking about specs, a massive 6.9-inch 120Hz Quad HD Plus OLED screen, Snapdragon 865, 16GB RAM, 128 or 512GB storage with the support for micro SD card for up to 1 TB, a huge 5000 mAh battery, a big camera array which consists of 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 108 megapixel wide angle camera, 48 megapixel telephoto camera and depth vision cameras. On the front, you get a 40 megapixel selfie camera. Similar to the other S20 series, you get the in-display fingerprint sensor and this phone is IP68 certified. Now that you know the specs this phone packs, let's get a closer look at them. Starting with the display. As seen in the other S20 phones, the display is the same Quad HD Plus OLED with a 120Hz refresh rate. But this phone takes that same display and stretches it out to 6.9 inch. This means you get a big screen that will require both hands to operate. Seriously, using this phone with a single hand is very difficult. But nevertheless, you get a big, bright and sharp display. Now, this bigger 120Hz display will draw even more juice from the battery. So Samsung has given us a massive 5000 mAh battery so that this phone can easily last a day without any problem. And if you are not a fan of 120Hz smoothness, then this phone will easily last for 1.5 to 2 days with normal use. Moving to the most ultra feature of this phone, the cameras. This phone has the biggest camera bump we have ever seen. But this bump houses the most insane camera combination of all time. Starting from the top, we have the 12 megapixel ultra wide camera, which is the same we have seen in other S20 phones. Below that is the monstrous 108 megapixel wide angle camera. Now that's a lot of pixels. The main camera uses pixel binning, which gives us a 12 megapixel photo, but this is the sharpest 12 megapixel you will ever see. The details in this photo are amazing. For example, this photo is shot using the 108 megapixel camera. At first, it looks like an ordinary photo, but the magic happens when we zoom in. Now, I have zoomed in 200 times and you can clearly read the text even when we have zoomed in so much. This is awesome, right? But a photo with so much detail will take that much space. The file size of this photo is around 24 MB. That is around 6 times more than a normal megapixel camera. That's why Samsung has not enabled the 108 megapixel mode by default. You must enable it each time you want to use it. Below that 108 megapixel camera sits the 48 megapixel periscope camera, which is capable of 10x optical zoom and an unbelievable 100x digital zoom. You guys must have watched my Oppo Reno 10X video, which had a crazy 60x digital zoom. If you haven't seen it yet, link is right below that like button. The S20 Ultra raises the bar with 100x zoom, and trust me, this is way better than Oppo Reno. Just look how far it zooms. Obviously, the phone must be mounted on a tripod for a stable zoom, but nevertheless, you get the idea. These are some photos I shot while zooming in. You can see that the phone zooms too far, but you lose the clarity as you zoom in further. But I think this is a feature you'll use once or twice after buying the phone. We also get some depth vision cameras which help in creating the depth effect in the portrait shots. Now that the big numbers on the back of the phone are over, let's move to the front where we get a 40 megapixel camera. This camera will help you up your selfie game as it clicks some of the sharpest selfies. Those were all the features that made Samsung name this phone Ultra. And you guys know, with Ultra specs comes Ultra pricing. The pricing for S20 Ultra starts from $1499 in US and 93,000 rupees in India. Now that's a steep price for a smartphone. But this S20 Ultra is not for everyone. It's for those camera enthusiast people out there. But if you ask me, I'll still prefer the iPhone 11's camera over Samsung. Well, That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys feel about this phone's specs and pricing in the comment section below. That's about it for this video. Hope you guys liked it, and if you did, don't forget to click that like button. And if you don't want to miss some more awesome videos, be sure to be subscribed if you haven't already, and click that bell icon to get notified whenever I post some new videos. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.